King James English, Lecture 38, Vocabulary. The kids here just came back from a little recess time and they had a personal evangelism exam that they thought was...
Good.
Okay. They don't talk much.
We had cupcake too.
They had cupcake time. You have to play with your hand. So let's go on. Let's learn some new words. I don't have my flashcards with me, sorry, but will it be a short little time together here in Romper Room? Succor, or succored, or succorer. Say succorer.
Succorer.
Succorer. By the way, do I even say this here? Yeah. There's some words that are euphemistic or describing something that's wicked. Don't, the lollipop thing, don't call it a sucker. Definitely don't call someone that. Its etymology where it began is something very wicked. But this is a different word altogether. Okay, succor. Say succor, not sucker, but succor, succor. Succor, succor, but or. Alright, it means?
To help.
To help. There's other definitions, but I just want to make it simple. To help. Someone read the verse.
That ye receive her in the Lord as becometh saints, and that ye assist her in whatsoever business she hath need of you. For she hath been a succourer of many, and of myself also.
Succorer, succorer. Yeah, so be careful. Yeah, it's a hard word to pronounce. To help. To help. That's what it is. Because we wonder about, was she a deaconess? What was the deal here? She's a helper. Right. I looked this up in 2 sources. One was an Independent Baptist source. So this has got to be what it means. And they take it from Webster's 1828. Now, sunder, or sundered, or asunder. That's what all that means. 29 times in the Bible. Sunder means? Asunder means? To separate or divide. About the same. Separate, divide, you might say it's the same. I think there's a little difference. But let's read this verse here and see if it makes sense to us.
Now this man purchased the field with the reward of iniquity, and falling headlong, he burst asunder in the midst, and all his bowels gushed out.
I like this verse. I wanted to get... So what does asunder mean here? It says he burst asunder. So he's falling down, all his bowels come out. So burst asunder. Asunder means?
To separate.
To separate it out, divide it up. But separate sounds a little better. Just hit and exploded. Oh man. Why are we laughing? Oh man. Yes. Who is this? It's Judas. Yeah. And I believe he went to hell.
Yes.
It was very sad. Talk about the saddest individual that ever lived, potentially, was Judas. He had all that. He had Messiah right there.
Who could have gotten saved.
Oh yeah. And could have been tops in his kingdom, really, one of the 12. And now he might be the most punished in hell.
Yes.
In the lake of fire because of it. Sunder means? Separate and divide. Okay. Succorer means? Helper. Superfluous or superfluity? Say these. Superfluous. Superfluity. To be excessive or unnecessary. To be excessive or unnecessary. I did not know that. Now, superflu, that comes from this kind of Greek or Latin word meaning overflowing. Overflowing didn't seem to fit with any of the verses it appears in, but that's something to consider. Excessive or unnecessary, someone read the verses and we'll see how it fits.
For as touching the ministering to the saints, it is superfluous for me to write to you.
Okay, superfluous or superfluous. Different ways to accent it. So what does that mean? So does it mean to be excessive? Is it excessive for me to write to you? Well, unnecessary might fit better. Overflowing, no. So unnecessary fits there. Next one.
Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls.
Amen. So what fits there? Superfluity of naughtiness. Excessive
naughtiness.
Yeah. Excessive naughtiness or unnecessary naughtiness. Yeah, I mean, both could fit, but it sounds more likely excessive. So that's, I picked the two that seem to be different there. So, okay, very good. So, superfluous means, look up,
To be
excessive or unnecessary. All right, come on through, man. I don't know how to say this word. Taches? Tax? I say taches. What do you say? Okay, because it didn't give me a pronunciation key. Taches means, like what's this got there? Fasteners. 10 times, taches. Tax. All right, someone read it.
And he made 50 taches of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one.
All right. Taches or taches. Maybe it's taches. So, 50 what? Fasteners of brass. Why? To couple the tent together. So that fits. Like a fastener, doesn't it couple things? All right. A talent. Now this gets a little harder now. Talent. It is a, well, it looks like a weight to me. In the Old Testament, I guess it's different than the New Testament. We've got Old Testament, from my research, shows 3,000 shekels or 94 pounds. New Testament, it comes out through, I don't know why, 60 pounds. You go research it. I didn't want to. Do you want to? Go right ahead. But I looked at 2 or 3 sources, and that's kind of what they said, somewhere in there. Someone read the first verse, and we'll figure it out.
all the gold that was occupied for the work in all the work of the holy place, even the gold of the offering, was 29 talents, and 730 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary.
Thank you, brother. We're in the Old Testament here, so we look at that reference, and we got 94 pounds, or 3,000 shekels. Does that seem to fit okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, plus it talks about shekels here, so you got 29, let's just say it was 30, so it would be 30 times 3, so it would be 90,000 shekels, and 730, so it would be 90,730 shekels. It's a little bit less than that, but you got, a talent is the next level up from a shekel, I guess, in measurement, or maybe it was 2 levels up. But if you're going by weight, it's 94 pounds, but you can remember 3,000 shekels, 94 pounds, and 60 pounds. I can't guarantee you this right now, but hopefully I will be able to. Just know 3,000 shekels for Old Testament and 60 pounds for New Testament. Forget the 94 pounds. All right? That's what I'm going to try and do for you on the text.
Just more talented in the Old Testament.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why this is. They have a whole different way of, a different king came on in and changed things. Time.
More talented.
She says more talented. So, it's a pun. No one laughed though, but I thought it was pretty good. It was good.
It was good.
Yes.
Thank you.
You have talent.
Thank you.
Someone read Revelation.
And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed God because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great. Okay, a 60-pound ice ball falling down, not just one, but millions of them.
Wow.
Not good.
No, if this hits you, yeah. And if you look what happened before this, as best I remember, they had all this fire damage, so mostly fire damage and a lot of structural damage, earthquake damage, and so this hail basically took these damaged buildings and just took them all down to the ground.
Man.
So if you're an underground thing, you're okay, maybe under a cement that didn't get too damaged, but 60-pound balls coming down. These are bigger than heavier than a bowling ball. Bowling ball is about 10 or 12 pounds.
Flying.
These are 60 pounders. Careful, youngster anymore. Okay, taches are?
Fasteners.
And superfluous is? Excessive or unnecessary. Sukor is?
Helper.
No. And teats is the nipple. Alright. So, someone read the verse here. Have to deal with these words.
And they committed whoredoms in Egypt. They committed whoredoms in their youth. They were their breasts pressed, and there they bruised the teats of their virginity. So,
strong language. That's in the Bible, and this is one of the few places this word is mentioned. So, very strong. I mean, there are much stronger, more graphic sentences in the Bible? No. Not too many more. So, Anywho, it's important to know what that means. So let's move on. Teraphim. It's not an angelic class. The seraphim and the teraphim. I've heard people say that. They go, "What? I don't think that's right. Human and thummim and the seraphim." Someone read it's an idol. Basically, long definitions for this, but it comes down to an idol. Someone read the verse.
And these went into Micah's house and fetched the carved image, the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molten image. Then said the priest unto them, What do ye?
Amen. So it's an idol, but on this one, if you just want to mark it in your brain, you might want to do some more research on all it means, but I didn't want you to have a 15-word definition. So I made it one word, idol. Are you happy? I got you in a general metroplex of what it should be. Teat is nipple, teraphim is idol. Talent in the Old Testament was 3,000 shekels, New Testament 60 pounds, and tetrarch, one of 4 rulers of a region. One of 4 rulers of a region, and another definition had it as one person rules a quarter of a region. But this seems to be the most accepted definition. Someone read it?
Now in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar, Pontius Pilate being governor of Judea, and Herod being tetrarch of Galilee, and his brother Philip tetrarch of Iturea, and of the region of Trachonitis, and Lysanias the tetrarch of Abilene.
Yeah, that's hard words, but you did good. You got through it all. I don't know if I think could be it. So tetrarch, there's like 3 tetrarchs, not 4, but so a tetrarch is one of 4 rulers of a region. So the region has 4 rulers, and you're one of them, a tetrarch. Teat means nipple. Teraphim is superfluous. To help, no, unnecessary or excessive. Succor.
To help her.
To help?
No.
Help
To help.
her.
I said to help. To help.
Confusing me.
Help her.
Asunder means
To divide.
separate. And tachis.
Fasteners.
Amen. Take a good long nap.